In the amethyst twilight of the Obsidian Kingdom, Princess Karen gripped her father's worn sword, its hilt cool against her sweating palm. Her fiery red hair, usually a crown of braids, whipped around her face as she surveyed the battlefield. Orcs, hulking in green, clashed with the kingdom's knights, their guttural roars echoing through the Obsidian Mountains. But it was the monstrous creatures flanking the orcs that sent shivers down Karen's spine. A griffin with the head and talons of an eagle and the body of a lion tore through the ranks with a screech that seemed to split the very sky. Karen wasn't supposed to be here. She was a princess, meant for silken gowns and courtly dances, not the brutal dance of war. But King Corvus, her father, lay grievously wounded, felled by the orc chieftain's poisoned axe. The orcs, spurred on by a shadowy figure cloaked in midnight hues, had breached the Obsidian Pass, the kingdom's last line of defense. Suddenly, a horn pierced the chaos. From the smoldering ruins of a nearby village, a young knight emerged, his armor gleaming like moonlight on water. Prince Cashin, from the neighboring Ivory Kingdom, had answered the Obsidian King's desperate plea for aid. Relief flooded Karen, warring with the fear that tightened her throat. Cashin, his face grim but determined, fought with a skill that belied his years. Together, he and Karen carved a bloody path through the enemy ranks. Karen, fueled by grief and a desperate love for her kingdom, fought with a ferocity that surprised even herself. But the tide was turning against them. The orcs, relentless and brutal, seemed to multiply with every fallen soldier. Then, with a thunderous thud, a monstrous minotaur, its eyes burning embers, entered the fray. Cashin, ever the strategist, yelled for Karen to follow him. They weaved through the chaos, finally reaching a hidden cave beneath a crumbling watchtower. "We need to regroup," Cashin said, his voice strained. "There has to be another way." Karen sank to the ground, exhaustion claiming her. Tears welled in her eyes. "My father," he choked out. Cashin, his eyes filled with a newfound empathy, knelt beside her. "We will fight," he vowed, his voice firm. "We will win this for your father, for your kingdom." In the flickering torchlight, their eyes met. A spark ignited, a flicker of hope amidst the despair. Here, in the belly of the beast, an unlikely friendship, perhaps even something more, began to bloom. But how will their story end? Will Karen and Cashin find a way to turn the tide of the battle? Will they defeat the orcs and the mysterious figure manipulating them? The fate of the Obsidian Kingdom rests on their shoulders, and perhaps on the love that blossomed in the face of war.